My name is Megan Collins. I'm 37 years old. I'm a triathlete, and I'm proud to say I'm a breast cancer survivor. It was last August 2007. I was in the shower, and that's when I originally felt a lump. And originally I thought it wasn't anything. And I asked my sister, I said, hey, have you ever felt a lump? And she said, no, you might want to get that checked out. The thought of my grandmother, who was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 35, weighed heavily on my mind. And I said, you know what, I need to go get this checked out. So we went, and I had a mammogram, and the mammogram showed nothing. Fortunately, an ultrasound was also ordered, and that just detected a small area that they thought looked maybe suspicious, but they thought it was nothing. I said, it's just to be on the safe side, let's just send you to a surgeon. So fortunately, I got in real quickly to the surgeon, and he also said, you know what, I really don't think this is anything. Let's do a fine needle biopsy, but I'm not going to do it in the office because it just moved around too much. The lump did not fixate. He said it's a good sign. It's probably just a nodule. So we got in the next day, and they did a fine needle biopsy in the hospital, and they took a little bit of tissue, with it. And the worst part really was waiting because you couldn't get the results back. I woke up that Thursday, and just something in my head said, you're going to get the phone call today. And I did not have a good feeling about that. And I got a phone call, and it was actually the surgeon. And I thought, oh, why is the doctor calling me? This isn't good. So we spoke on the phone, and he said, how you doing? How's the area where I operated on? And I said, oh, that's good. What? Good, get on with it. And he said, it's serendipitous you found the lump. The lump itself did not come back cancerous. And I breathed a sigh of relief. I said, okay. And he said, but unfortunately, the tissue below it contains some microscopic cancerous cells. And I thought, oh, there was a mistake that was made. So I said, so are you telling me I have breast cancer? I needed him to clarify that for me right there. And he said, yes, and this is serious, and we really need to do something about it. The chemotherapy, we started in January, just this past January of 2008. I had to do 6 rounds of chemotherapy, and it was 1 round every 21 days. And I paid attention to a lot of people at first telling me how sick it can make you feel and how tired it can make you feel, and you're not going to be able to work out, you're not going to be able to run as much. And I thought, oh, you know what? Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll show you what I can do, and I'll be smart about it. The most important thing is knowledge is very powerful. You really got to take the time to educate yourself. And the physicians that I talked with, we got a second opinion. They said you don't have to make that critical decision today. Take the time to educate yourself. And that way, I was able to be a part of the team of experts. I was able to understand what they were saying. I was able to understand my options because in essence, the choice is yours. No one is going to say, you need to do this. You have a lot of choices to make, and you're better off being informed and educated when you make those choices. I equated this to a triathlon, the surgery being the swim, the bike is the chemotherapy, and the radiation is the run. And that was the way I was able to fight and be in control as much as I could. And like I said, my husband, Mike, is an integral part of this, and he's in this fight as well as I am. And I think the frustrating part to him, as well as my family and friends, was, okay, you're in control as much as you can be, but I'm out of control. What can I do? So what I need to say is, and I'm so proud to say, he is right now doing his first full Ironman. We've never done a full Ironman. We've done half Ironmans, Olympic distances. So he right now is in the process of training for his full Ironman, which is in Louisville, Kentucky, August 31st, and I'm excited to say that I can be there to cheer him on. And what I say is I'm there to cheer him on every single step of his way, the swim, the bike, the run, just as he's been there for every step of me, every single day. I want to be able to help people realize, number one, you have one body, you have one chance. You need to be an advocate. You need to know that you are in charge of your own body. And I want to let people know that you have to be aware that breast cancer doesn't pick certain ages or certain populations or certain people. It can happen to any of us. But if it does, there are so many options out there for us. There's so many different institutions you can go to. There's so many different routes you can take. If you educate yourself and if you go to a survivor, and we can be an inspiration and let you know, hey, we're here, we're strong, we made it, and you just bond together. It's a sisterhood. And if I could say if I had one goal, I would say I would love to be able to inspire inspire others to have that positive attitude, maintain that physical fitness, and look inside of you. What's important to you, and really go with it.